the sex energy is like LVE. You got to control it, but it's also a body function. So what my energy master taught me, he says you have to regulate it. You can't regulate you. He says if you need to have a release every 2 weeks or every 2 weeks. He says you hold on to that. If you have to have a release, you have it under control, which means it's planned out. And after a certain amount of time, you'll allow that release, unless you're addicted to porn. If you're
Luckily,
addicted
I'm
to,
not addicted to porn, so I haven't watched porn in like almost a year.
okay, good. So so that's the thing here.
But I feel like if I do jerk off, then it's hard not to do it more if I do it one time. Because it's like I have that personality where if I let's say if I smoke a little bit of weed, I'll just start smoking constantly, even a little bit. I'll just get hooked on it.
Oh, really? In case you have
Yes,
an obsessive compulsive personality,
I
huh?
do. It's bad. It was really bad with video games when I was younger. I would play all day, every
Yeah,
day.
but you were anesthetizing yourself.
Yeah, I still notice sometimes I have that pattern if I'm not careful. I'm better at it now, but I still can fall prey to it.
Okay.
I just try to channel it with positive things. Have that OCD with things that move my life forward instead of bad things.
All right. Do you want the diamond strategy? Do you want the diamond strategy for this? Do you think you're ready for the diamond, not the gold,
Yeah.
not the platinum, the diamond strategy
Do
for
you
this?
think you could actually change the OCD with clearing LVE over time?
No doubt
See,
about it.
you know how some people say, "Oh, I just have an addictive personality." Is that just it's not really true. You
No,
could clear
no.
it with LVE.
Stop. What do you think OCD is? You think it's your personality? You're energy trained. Come
Yeah.
on, Tyler. You're
Well, I'm not
energy
born
trained.
like that.
What does obsessive compulsiveness mean?
It means you're seeking things outside of yourself.
It means you're under the complete grip of the LVE.
Yeah. So you're saying all these mood disorders and things they try to get people to believe it's just LVE, it's not really them. And then they medicate you.
For much of it. I don't know about all of it. There are some people who are goofy, but
Hmm.
in my opinion, it's
Yeah, because in my experience, I've healed a lot of my mood disorders just through releasing. Because I used to have manic depression, bipolar, attention deficit disorder. Um, I think I probably had autism too, but that was just all based on trauma, and
that's it.
I
That's it.
channeled it.
So understand this. We're unpacking a lie today. I've got an obsessive personality. Well, that's a good story, man. That's a good story to tell yourself. I can't help myself. Can't help myself. I got a personality. It's just the way I am. Whose thought is that?
It's LVE.
That's right, man.
So LVE gets you on the stories you tell yourself, the rationalizations you give to
So you had
justify.
a behavior when you were doing video games before you were energetically aware, and you had to call that behavior something.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was the only outlet you had to deal with your LVE. So
Hmm.
you just did it around the clock because that's the only avenue you had. Now you're transferring that. See what you're doing? You're transferring that into now. It's going, well, once I get started jerking off, I get this obsessive personality. I got to just keep jerking off. Oh, really?
Jerk myself to oblivion. Have no no loads left. I'm like on my bed like, oh.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then tomorrow, and then the next day I want to jerk off again. See, that's it. That's the LVE power.
Yeah, and then it makes you more susceptible to LVE because it weakens your energy field too.
Weakens your energy. It's right. You want to look at more porn.
Yeah, I notice it does that where
Jerk
it's
off
like you're more
again
susceptible to
and
LVE.
again. It's right.
Yeah. It's like a feedback loop of LVE.
That's what it is. So when you EPR, you EPR it. It's the urge. See, in spirituality, they call it the evil urge. The thought of, oh, why don't I? Oh, there's money. Why don't I take that guy? Why don't I take that one? Oh, I could bang this. Why don't I bang? You know, you shouldn't do it, but you got the urge to do it anyway. Now, if you're unconscious, you're going to do it because it's going to feel good.